Hello, friends. Reporting live. Allison O'Brien with a concussion. I was riding a four-wheeler and I fell.
When did you get your concussion?
So I was in fifth or sixth grade, and I was playing lacrosse, and I went to go scoop the ball up, and a kid just came down on top of me, and I went to the hospital. That was my first diagnosed concussion. And my second concussion was in ninth grade in a football game, and I was just running the ball, and me and the kid went head to head, and that one was kind of painful. Kind of got dazed for a little bit, and then my third was in 10th grade. After that, in football again, but that one was undiagnosed. My aunt just talked to me after the game, and she said you do have a concussion, but you should just relax for a couple days and instead of not play, because it wasn't she thought it wasn't severe, but we'll never.
Did they last long?
The symptoms? I didn't really have the first one. I had symptoms. I just was dizzy a lot, and my head hurt with light, and but the other two weren't really bad. The only thing I just laid down for a couple days and didn't really do much. Stayed off my feet and felt fine.
What was recovery like?
Recovery wasn't too bad. I just tried to lay in bed and not do much. And, it was only for a couple days each time. It was pretty easy to go back to normal after that.
Did the house keep quiet for you like the rest of your family? Or?
Yeah, they understood that I had to be quiet, and because I was just sleeping all day, I couldn't really watch too much TV.
No screen time, right?
No.
Did you see friends at all? Or?
No, not really. Just kind of laid there and talked to my little brother and my mom.
Did you get bored?
Yeah, very.
Did you sleep a lot?
Pass the time.
Yeah. Did you get headaches for a while after?
It was just maybe the first day. That's why the second day was hard, because I just felt fine. I wanted to get up, and we just finally played safe and went back.
What was it like going to the hospital? Did you get an ambulance, or did you get a parent to drive you?
No ambulance. I just got my mom to drive me each time. We sat there for a while. That was the worst part, just sitting in the emergency room. Because the first one was pretty bad. I was pretty dizzy. My mom wouldn't let me sleep in the emergency room, but I wanted to close my eyes because I was spinning. But that was the worst part. The second one was just pretty routine. Just went in, sat there, and waited for the doctor, and he just told me that you can't be doing much. Stay off your feet for a couple of days, and you'll be good.
I knew I had a concussion when I woke up with a migraine and had to go to the doctors. The doctor, pretty much after knowing that I had 2 concussions within a short time, they told me that I needed to go on brain rest, which is when you don't do anything at all. Oh yeah, I got very bored. I mean, I couldn't go on the computer. I could only watch TV for an hour a day. All the other time I needed to sleep. I got my concussion in 7th grade when I tried wrestling, and I got what they call a double leg shot and fell on my head. A double leg shot is pretty much when somebody grabs you from behind your legs, lifts you up, and then throws you back down.
How did you get your concussion?
I got hit in the side of the head with a soccer ball during a game while I was playing goalie.
Was it painful?
Yeah.
How long did it last?
The concussion? A couple of months.
So what did you have to do to get better? What did you do as far as therapy and recovery?
I went to vestibular therapy at Willow Grove, and they did a lot of balance stuff.
Is it physical therapy, or do you have to do mind exercises? Or?
Yeah, mind exercises and a lot of balancing on a balance kind of beam and foam and stuff.
So what did you do while you were concussed?
I slept a lot, and
no TV, right? No phone?
No.
Did friends see you? Could you see friends?
Sometimes.
Were you out of school?
And
no TV, right? No phone?
No.
Did friends see you? Could you see friends?
Sometimes.
Were you out of school?
Yeah, for 2 months.
Okay. Did you have a lot of work to catch up on then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that hard?
Yeah, it was pretty hard because I couldn't really do it because my headaches and stuff.
Right. So like, did the teachers give you a break at all, or were they kind of tough on you?
Some of them did, but some of them didn't.
Yeah. Just depended.
Yeah.
Miss out on, and what were like you limited to?
I couldn't really go out of the house because I was really dizzy. And the reason it took so long for me to recover was because the week I got it, I went to my friend's house and there was a bonfire. And for some reason that caused me to relapse or something, and my concussion got a lot worse. So it like took a lot longer than it would have if I had just like actually followed the rules.
Do you know what the cause of that was?
It was like the light sensitivity, like,
So looking at it hurt.
yeah.
How long did the pain last?
A couple months, and the dizziness lasted a lot longer than that.
Did the whole house have to like be quiet for you?
Yeah.
Like, do you have siblings? Did siblings bother you at all?
Yeah, my brother bothered me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I had one last November. Actually, it was in October. And then I had another one in June.
How did you get your concussion?
The first time I was slide tackled and I hit the ground. And then the second time I got a ball right to the face.
What sport were you playing?
Soccer. Both times.
How long did you have each of them?
My first one lasted 2 weeks and my second one lasted 4 weeks, like the side effects.
What did you have to do to recover?
I was locked. My mom locked me in a bedroom with all the shades down and the lights off, and she wouldn't let me do anything. But then, like after a week, she let me listen to music. But that's about it. I was in my room for a real long time.
Were you bored?
Oh yeah.
Did you see friends or anything?
Not really, because I couldn't really talk to them or text them to like hang out with them. But sometimes I would get a visit or two.
Were you in a lot of pain?
Yeah, I would have headaches all the time, and I would just kind of put myself to sleep.
Did medicine help or no?
Sometimes the medicine would help, like take away the pain at first, but you can never like overdose, so that was the problem.
What activities did you have to miss out on because of it, or be like restricted from?
Well, last year mine happened right before coronation, so it was kind of painful there, and I couldn't really dance then because it hurt. And then in June, I missed the rest of the soccer season, and I couldn't join the swim team this year because I had a concussion, but it cleared up in time for me to go to soccer camp.
What do you think of the helmets?
Well, my friend's dad researched it, and it helps prevent a concussion 0.01%, and it is annoying, and I don't even wear it anymore because it doesn't help at all.
When did you get your concussion?
My first concussion was in 8th grade, and I was playing lacrosse, and I wasn't wearing cleats, and I slipped, and I fell backwards and hit my head.
So was that painful?
After the practice was over, I realized how much pain I was in because I went home and I couldn't fall asleep.
What were some of your symptoms?
At first, I was really dizzy during practice. I kept playing, and then when I got home, my head really hurt, and I didn't feel well. And then the next day, I went to school, and we had PSSAs. We had to write a 5-paragraph essay, and my essay didn't make any sense, and so I went to the nurse, and she said that I need to go see a specialist.
Did you go to the hospital or straight to a specialist?
We went straight to a specialist because being cautious.
So did you go to like a therapy type thing or?
No. What we did was they kept like a record on me, and instead of I didn't have a baseline to begin with, but I just kept taking more and more like as I was healing, so they could keep like a track of like if I was making progress with it, because this was before like things got really serious with concussions. So like I went back to school like after a week, and like it was like a really dumb idea because I like still had headache, still had like all the symptoms, and like I just should have been resting.
Were the teachers hard on you, or do they understand?
It depends with which teacher and what we did,
Mm-hmm.
but they just kind of tried to like make it so I wouldn't fall back, but there wasn't enough time for me to make up to school like after a week, and like it was like a really dumb idea because I like still had headaches, still had like all the symptoms, and like I just should have been resting.
Were the teachers hard on you, or do they understand?
It depends with which teacher and what we did,
Mm-hmm.
but they just kind of tried to like make it so I wouldn't fall back, but there wasn't enough time for me to make up all the things, so they didn't really like help that much.
Was it hard? Did you catch up on everything, or?
If I would just hand stuff in like the best I could get it, because like I couldn't like have it all together by the time they needed it, so it was a little harder than usual, and it was definitely a difficult year for me, but you just had to like get over it. So,
What were your symptoms?
but there wasn't enough time for me to make up all the things, so they didn't really like help that much.
Was it hard? Did you catch up on everything, or?
If I would just hand stuff in like the best I could get it, because like I couldn't like have it all together by the time they needed it, so it was a little harder than usual, and it was definitely a difficult year for me, but you just had to like get over it. So.
What were your symptoms?
Well, it was really bad headache. I would constantly wake up. I couldn't focus on anything that I was doing. I would get dizzy just like sitting down, and like I don't know. It was just all like so confusing. I was confused all the time, and like I just couldn't, because it's basically almost like brain damage. Like you lose brain cells. Like it's hard for you to like get back to where you were before.
How was your memory? Did you remember the same, or?
No, I lost a lot of my memory. That put me back in school, because like I didn't realize that like I needed to like be like studying differently and like kind of learning differently with my teachers, because I used to be able to just memorize things like not like really quickly, but like if I did it enough, like it'd be like easy. And then after that, I tried doing that. I tried like my old study habits, and I just kept getting bad grades, and I didn't know what it was until this year when I finally like changed what I did, and like I just spend a lot more time studying now, but like I don't really mind, because like I accept it, but it was hard. And then after that, I tried doing that. I tried like my old study habits, and I just kept getting bad grades, and I didn't know what it was until this year when I finally like changed what I did, and like I just spend a lot more time studying now, but like I don't really mind, because like I accept it. But it was hard at first, because I didn't know what I was doing wrong.
Okay. How are you feeling now?
Now it's been a lot better. It's definitely been easier to deal with, and it's not as scary, because they know a lot more now, and if I know exactly when I get a concussion, like I can tell, and like I always try and like keep myself calm, because I don't want to like think I have a concussion and like psych myself out, because sometimes that can happen, and then like end up like getting held back again, because like I thought